The whole Spanx thing, or just the tricks that we women wear. Like, if you're gonna be intimate with your guy, like, do you go run to the bathroom and take them off first? Like, what do you do? Anybody? Stand on up. Stand on up. What's your name?
Jillian.
Jillian, what do you do?
Like, I have to go. Let me get something comfortable on for you.
And then what are you taking off in that bathroom? The
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, I always wondered that. Like, because with me, it's like even going to like award shows and stuff. It's not just Spanx. It's like taped and padded and pushed, and I mean, I look like this, like underneath the clothes. And then like when on the clothes when you have them on, it looks all slinky, but it is like an army hold me up under there. Okay, it's time to go there right now. I'm going to talk about something else that's a little interesting. It's hair. But not on our heads. Okay, so I want you to take a look at these guys. Take a look at this. Okay, so the first one is representing a Brazilian wax, the bald woman. The second woman with the mohawk is representing the landing strip. Travis is having a really hard laugh. And the last girl is representing just all natural. She's not into razors. Okay, so, guys, which grooming technique do you all like? Let's start with you, Travis.
I go roll with, slice it off, or a little landing strip. Or X
you have a
marks the
landing
spot.
strip. So on your head, you have a landing strip. Is that what you have below as well?
No, actually.
Oh my gosh. Does anybody like natural? Some of you guys have to like natural. None of you guys like natural.
Yeah,
Number 3.
Parted.
Nobody.
Yeah, no, that third one is like a scene from Scary Movie.
Casual sex, one-night stands, friends with benefits, whatever you're doing, there's no judgment here as long as you all use protection. And New Yorkers, do not forget, our city still has the highest HIV/AIDS rate in the entire country of the United States of America. Now, a recent study in Cosmo found that only 19% of women have an orgasm during casual sex. 19% are going, oh, yes, baby. Okay, so putting aside what can be the emotional downside to sex, I want to ask the ladies on our panel, do you find casual sex satisfying? Okay, first let's go to Tiffany. Where's Tiffany?
Me.
So tell me about casual sex with you.
I personally have not experienced the big O, so it really, I don't ever.
Really?
With the person.
Oh.
Yeah. what I meant to say, yeah. So I don't really know if it's the casual sex thing or if it's the relationship thing. I just,
wow.
I've had a problem with it, so I really don't know what's...
And tell me emotionally, you met a performer at a show before, and tell me what happened.
Yeah, I met this guy at a show. He was a performer, a singer, and we had some really great chemistry, and things were really cool at the show, and we exchanged numbers, and he actually called, which is nice. And he called, and we hooked up a few times, and
Hooked up meaning sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we also hung out. We had really good conversation. I mean, it was intimacy. Like,
yes.
We had a cool vibe going on, yeah. And I thought that this was kind of different, and I thought that, okay, well, maybe he's not just a one-night stand kind of guy. And so I did something that I'd never done before, which was actually the next morning wake up really early and tell him to just like sleep. And I went to the store and bought all kinds of groceries for breakfast, and I brought breakfast home, and I cooked for like an hour. I made like pancakes and an omelet and banana chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal. And I served it to him, and we had a great conversation, and he just couldn't hang with it. Never heard from him again.
Really?
Yeah.
So was that too intimate? So maybe it was more casual for him than
for
you
him.
thought.
I really thought, like, I was cool with the casual, and I really thought that he was really, like, into going further, but it freaked him out, and it actually really disappointed me, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, pancakes were not a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now, a study in Human Nature, and I think we all know this, found that women are more likely to have negative feelings after a one-night stand than men. I think we know that. So here's our panel's question. Do any of you feel guilty after casual sex? Guilty. Samantha?
Most of the time, no. It depends on why I was there. When you're just having fun and you know it's going to be a one-night stand and you're in it for the good time, there's nothing to regret. There are only a few times where I think I've done it for somebody's attention that I liked maybe more than a one-night stand, where it might have been a rash decision. You know, because if you want to date someone, I have no problem with sleeping with someone on the first date and dating them, but guys can get the wrong idea and then you're in a, like, sex-only relationship.
Any of the guys ever dated a girl after a one-night stand and took it seriously after that? Anybody?
I have.
You have?
Yes. The sex was so good. I'm like, I want more of this. And I want more and more and more and more. And actually, it turned into a great relationship. So.
And you loved her?
And I did.
Yeah.
I loved her.
Wow. Anybody else, Nick?
I actually tried to date a girl after a one-night stand, and she was like, I thought that was a one-night stand.
So that was like Boomerang, like Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens. We'll be right back. We've talked about how important safety is when it comes to any kind of sexual encounter, and I want to know, are you safe when it comes to casual sex? Like, anybody made any, like, dumb, like, oh man, I regret that? Stand on up.
I have once, but it's always been in situations where I'm one of those people who likes to, if I'm going to have a fling, have it with someone I know, who I'm already friends with. So that when you ask the question, you know, how are you tested and stuff, I know them well enough to know they're not just going to tell me what I want to hear, because they have to see me again, and they know they're going to hear about it. And I am on the pill, so I'm very careful about that.
But even still, don't you think asking somebody, like, if in the moment, like, they're not necessarily going to tell the truth, no matter how close you are, there's, like, this thing that takes over the brain, where it's like, oh my God, she's looking so hot, oh my God, look at her beautiful black hair, oh my God, she's so sexy, oh my God, yes, I've been tested! Do you know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a risk, and it's usually been a decision that I'm also making in a rush.
Yeah.
It's a very small percentage. But
I think it's important to get it out there that just because you know somebody doesn't mean that they're safe. You know, I mean, people get diseases from boyfriends. You know, I know people that are really close to me. Like, there's a woman, she's older actually, but she got a disease from her husband. So, and I'm not saying, I mean, that's just to make everybody paranoid. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, if you can get a disease from your husband, you can definitely get a disease from somebody that's your friend. What do you have to say? Stand on up. Come on over. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Alicia, and I just wanted to say that my aunt, she died of AIDS, and she got it from her fiance.
Wow. See?
So you can't really trust everybody.
Exactly. Protection, protection. Condoms, everybody. Condoms, wrap it up and keep it in your purse as women, okay? Don't expect the man to have it. We'll be right back. Guests today for being so open and honest, and we actually had some fun too. I think we were responsible and fun at the same time. And no matter how much or little sex you are having, always make it safe. And if you are young and you haven't had it yet and somebody is pressuring you to, be strong. It's your body. Don't feel like if some guy is telling you have to, or somebody's telling you that you have to do this. You do not have to do it, okay? Now, this show today got really steamy, and we actually cannot show it all on television, not even nighttime television. We just can't. So go to TyraShow.com to see all the stuff that y'all were talking about that was like, oh. See you later. Go Fergie. Tyra, Tyra, Tyra.
Yeah.